Hello, so this is a video of the live streams that we've been doing in class this week. I'm just at home today, I'm at home with the girls, so I've got my nice wee space set up, okay, so if you all want to do the same thing, feel free to get some music on in the background. Okay, and I'm going to film an hour, but I will film it in two half-hour blocks just so it's a little bit easier for us to upload. Okay, so we'll get into standing to begin. So let's loosen off, so let's take the hand onto the shoulder and just take it round. So taking the elbow up, dropping the shoulder down and then taking it all the way back and just keep that going. Good, taking that arm down now onto the other side, taking the elbow up, down and round. And taking that arm down. Let's just take one shoulder round a few times now. So just keeping your elbow nice and loose by your side, so it's all about the shoulder and not so much about the arm. And then the other side, taking it up, round and down. And let's take both shoulders round now. And bring the shoulders forward a few times. Good. Let's loosen the neck off now. So just tip your head nice and gently to the side. So nice and gentle with the neck muscles. Nice slow movements. And just bringing the head back up to the middle now. Tipping your head the other way. And bringing the head back up. Tipping the head forward now. And then clasping the hands together, push the hands out so that you're feeling a nice stretch in the neck and across the back of the shoulders. And opening the arms up and tipping the head back. Good, and taking it down now. Let's stretch off the waist, so lifting the arm up, lift up from your ribs now. Keep your shoulders relaxed and just lean across. So it's getting a nice stretch through the waist. Okay, and then the other side. So lifting up through the ribs, relax your shoulders and take it over. And then taking it back down. Okay, we're just going to do some nice gentle squats now, just to loosen the legs off a little bit. So keep the tummy muscles pulled in a little bit here, taking it down into just a shallow squat and then back up. Just taking the bum out behind as if you're sitting down on a chair. Let's just give the hamstrings a little stretch out now as well before we get down onto the mat. Okay, so taking the heel down on the floor, pointing the toes up towards the ceiling, and then just sitting back a little bit. Okay, so your heel is down, your toes are pointing up. I'm not quite sure if you can see that, but just making sure the toes are pointing up towards the ceiling. And that's giving you a nice stretch in the back of the leg. Okay, other side now, I'll just turn so you can see a little bit better. Heel down, toes up, sitting back, tummy muscles in. Think about pulling the back of your hip away from your ankle. Good, and then bringing it back up. Okay, we're going to get into a good standing alignment now. So the feet are hip width apart, knees are soft, pelvis into neutral, so just tip in, gently back and forward. Settling just round about the middle. Hold your tummy muscles in a little bit and relax your arms down. Okay, let's lift the shoulders up towards the ears now. So shrugging the shoulders up and then melting them down. And as you do that, really lengthen up through your spine and neck. So think about having your helium balloons on your ears, helping you to lengthen, stretching your neck out and just stretching out your spine. So we'll do that again with the shoulders and the rib cage up now. So let's keep the rib cage lifted as you melt your shoulders down and lengthen through the spine and neck. Turn the palms towards the front now. Now put an elastoplast on the back of your shoulders. Okay, so your imaginary stick and plaster, keeping your shoulders where they are, but then let your arms relax by your sides, and you're still soft through the knees. Okay, we'll take it into corkscrews now. So leading with your thumbs, let's inhale as we bring the arms up to shoulder height. Exhale to melt your shoulders. Inhale again. And as you exhale, bring your arms down. But as you do that, really lengthen through your spine and through your neck. Okay, so just imagine the arms of the corkscrew coming down and the neck lengthening. So we'll do that again. Let's inhale to lift. Exhale to melt your shoulders. Inhale again. And exhale to bring the arms down and lengthen through the spine and through the neck. Good, and we'll just do that one more time. So you're really stretching and that feels good. Okay, and just shake it out. So making your way down onto the mat now, so I want you to do that nice and carefully. Okay, so standing at the end of your mat, or I'm on my rug actually, because I forgot to bring a mat up from the studio, but that's going to work just as well. So pull the tummy muscles in. Okay, and just rolling down onto your mat nice and carefully. Okay, sitting onto one hip, lying down on your side, and then rolling round onto your back. And you've got your pillow there to support your head. Okay, and just get yourself comfortable. We are going to be taking arms out to the side, so just making sure you do have enough space to do that. Okay. Okay, so now that we're down on the mat, we'll get into alignment. So taking the legs out straight. The feet are just hip width apart. You're relaxing your arms by your sides, but you're turning the palms up towards the ceiling. And you want to have your arms just far enough out to the sides that your shoulders are feeling nice and relaxed. Not too close to the body, not too far out, somewhere in between, so that your shoulder blades are almost invisible. Okay, you don't feel them digging in. You want to try to get your pelvis into neutral now, so just tip in, gently back and forward, settling round about the middle so that you have a little bit of a space through your lower back, just enough to drag through a silk scarf and for it not to get caught. Good, the chin is tucked in gently towards the collarbone. And we'll go through the breathing now. So let's inhale, taking the breath into the sides of the rib cage, lateral breathing. And as you exhale, let's pull the ribs towards each other across the front of the body. So the ribs, as in just underneath the chest, pull them towards each other, using the muscles. And inhale again now. And as you exhale, pull across your rib cage and pull your tummy muscles down, so belly button down towards your spine. And inhale again. And as you exhale, pull across your rib cage, pull your tummy down, and pull your hips towards each other now as well. So the fronts of your hip bones pulling together so that you're engaging your lower abdominals. And we'll put all of that together now, and that's lacing your corset. So let's inhale. And as you exhale, lace your corset now. So ribs, abdominals, and across your hips. And then let your shoulders relax and your legs relax. Just inhale again when you're ready. And exhale and lace your corset. And I want you to lace your corset a few times now. Okay guys, good. So just relax there, bring the legs up into a bent leg position now. Okay, so the feet and the knees are hip width apart. Now that your legs are bent, you'll feel the pelvis more comfortably sits in neutral. Okay, and we're going to start off with some knee drops down to the side. Okay, so as you take your knee to the side, you want to focus on keeping your pelvis nice and steady. You don't want to let the hips move as well. Okay, so just keep your arms relaxed by your sides. Let's inhale to prepare now. Exhale and lace your corset. And take one knee slowly down to the side now. And as you take your knee down to the side, focus on keeping the opposite hip against the mat. So it doesn't have to be a really big move. We're not looking for the knee to come all the way down, maybe just a few inches out to the side. Inhale again. Exhale and lace your corset. And now let your leg really relax. And just imagine a piece of string attached to the inside of your knee, dragging your leg back in now. And you're focusing on keeping your pelvis steady. So we'll change legs. Let's inhale. Exhale and lace your corset. Taking the other knee down to the side now. Keeping the opposite hip against the mat. Shoulders relaxed. And inhale. Exhale and lace your corset. And again, relax your leg. So the leg feels really heavy. Drag your knee back in, but just try to imagine that pulling your hips together is what's really bringing your knee in now. Okay, so just keep that going in your own time. Lacing your corset before you start to do the move, and lacing your corset again before you come back out of the move. So just take your time with it, focus on your alignment. Okay, so with this type of move, we are focusing a little bit more on pulling across your muscles. Okay, so just working your deeper transverse muscles that are wrapping around your spine. We're always thinking about flattening the abdominals, keeping the tummy muscles pulled down. But we are really thinking about pulling across with this one as well. Just a couple more. Let's make this one your last one now. Okay, so we're going to bring the arms into this move now. So let's bring the arms up, palms facing towards each other, fingers pointing up towards the ceiling. Let your elbows relax and then let your shoulders melt down towards the mat. Okay, so opposite arm and leg now. We're going to do the same knee drop, but take the opposite arm out to the side. So let's inhale to prepare. Exhale and lace your corset, so ribs, abdominals and across your hips. Taking one arm out to the side now, and the opposite knee out to the side. So now that you're taking the arm out as well, you have to think about the back of the ribs and making sure that they stay in place. Let's inhale again. Exhale and lace your corset. And relax your arm and leg, so float the arm up, drag your knee back in. And remember, we're really focusing on pulling across the muscles. So let's change arms and legs now. Inhale. Exhale and lace your corset. Good, so opposite arm and leg. Keeping the chin tucked in slightly to help you lengthen your spine. Inhale again. Exhale and lace your corset. And relax your arm and leg, so float the arm up and bring the knee in. Okay, so just doing that a few more times now. As the knee moves out, the pelvis is staying steady, and as the arm moves, the back of the ribs are staying down, holding the upper spine in alignment. Okay, so again, just think about pulling the hips together to bring the knee back in, and pulling the ribs together to bring your arm back in. Let's just make this one your last one now. And when you're ready, you're just going to bring your arms back down by your sides. Okay, so the arms are down on the floor now, the palms are still facing up towards the ceiling. The legs are bent, the feet and the knees hip width apart. We're going to move both knees at the same time now. Okay, so they're moving away from each other out to the sides, and we're bringing them back in. Again, it doesn't have to be a really big move, and we're focusing on keeping the pelvis in neutral alignment. So let's inhale to prepare. Exhale and lace your corset. Taking both knees out to the sides now. Just keeping the chin tucked in slightly, helping you to lengthen your spine. And inhale again. Exhale and lace your corset. And relax your legs, pulling the hips together to drag the knees back in, but flattening the abdominals as well. Good, just do that a few more times now. Let's just make this one your last one. Okay, good. And we're just going to do the last move in this sequence. So let's bring the arms back up again. Letting your elbows relax, let the shoulders melt down. So this time, both knees are travelling out, but both arms are travelling out as well. Have a think about your spine as it is on the floor, on the mat just now. Okay, so you're in neutral. You've got a little bit of a space through the lower back. You're not pressing down too heavily, but that's all you have. Okay, so as you're taking both arms and both knees out, try to avoid your back arching. So let's inhale. Exhale and lace your corset, so ribs, abdominals and across your hips. Taking both arms out now and both knees, without letting your spine lift up away from the floor. So you might want to just stop your arms when you get to the point where if you were to go any further you would start to lift. Inhale again. Exhale and lace your corset. Now get the core muscles to do the work as you relax your arms and legs. So the corset now is dragging the arms and the legs back in. Okay, so pulling across your ribs to bring the arms in and across the hips to bring the knees in. So do that a few more times. Just keeping the chin tucked in gently to lengthen your spine again. Not taking the arms too wide. Okay, just making this one your last one now. And relax your arms down, well done. So let's take it into a stretch now. Let's pull one knee up into the chest. So you're always holding the leg at the back of your thigh, not on top of your kneecap. Okay, and the other leg is out straight, and with the straight leg, just let your foot relax out to the side, and then just slide your leg out a little bit, so you're feeling a bit of a stretch in the top of your inner thigh. To increase that stretch slightly, press your lower back down into the mat, and just take this straight leg out just as far as you want to feel that stretch, not too far. If you feel like you're going to go into cramp on the outside of your leg, then you're just going to bring the leg in a little bit. And you want to just try to relax into this stretch. Okay, bring the straight leg back to the middle now, and hug that knee up into your chest as well, so that both knees are now hugged in. Just gently rock from side to side, just to relax out your back now, and nice and gently. And what you can do now as well is just take the knees back and forward, just tipping the pelvis back and forward nice and gently. Take the other leg out straight now, keeping the other knee into the chest. Relax your foot to the side, just slide your leg out a little bit. Again, you can just press your lower back down a little bit here, just to increase the stretch. Okay, taking the legs back into a bent leg position now. So we're going to take it into some shoulder bridges, so I'm just going to take the pillow away from behind my head now. My head's still on my rug that I'm using. Okay, so what I am going to do though is just take my socks off for this, I think, because the rug will be a little bit slippy. Okay, so just bringing your heels a bit closer in towards your body. Okay, but still having your feet hip width apart, and relax your arms by your sides. So we're going to take it into prep for shoulder bridge first of all. So let's inhale. Exhale, lace your corset now, tip your pelvis back, and just press your back firmly down into the floor now. Okay, so the bum's just lifting a little bit, just a definite tilt back with the pelvis, keeping the chin in a little bit, and then inhale to relax your pelvis back into neutral. Okay, and we'll do that again. Exhale to lace your corset, tip the pelvis back, and press your back down. Inhale to relax back into neutral. Just keep that going. Last one now. Okay, we're going to take it up into the full shoulder bridge now, so let's inhale. Exhale, lace your corset, tip the pelvis back now and start to peel the tailbone up away from the mat. And you're now lifting up into the shoulder bridge. You've got a slope from your knees down to your shoulders. Inhale again. Exhale and lace your corset, and now you're going to roll your spine back down. So from the top of your spine to the bottom, just letting the hips come down at the end. Good, and just do that a few times now. So inhale, exhale, lace your corset, tip the pelvis back, and then start to lift. So just keep it going in your own time. You want to try to get as much movement into this as you can. It's a spine mobilising move. Okay, so really curling up and down. Okay, so just making this one your last one now. Okay, well done. Just take the pillow back behind your head. Okay, and we'll take it into a stretch. Let's take the arms nice and wide, in line with your shoulders. We'll cross the left leg over the right leg. That's just if you can. If you do have hip problems, or maybe had a hip replacement, I don't recommend you cross your legs. Instead, you would just keep your legs together instead, the knees and the feet. If you can cross them, left over right, taking both of your knees down to your right hand side now, and turning your head to your left hand. Keeping your shoulders down, and just holding it there. Okay, let's press the back into the mat now. Bringing the knees back round to the middle. You're going to cross your legs the other way, or just bring them together instead. Taking both knees down to your left hand side and just turning your head to your right hand. Keeping your shoulders down. Feels like a good stretch down the side of your body and into the side of the hip, into this piriformis muscle here. I'm much tighter on this side, I really feel that stretch in. Okay, just press the back into the mat now. Taking the knees back down to the middle. Uncross your legs. Let's just take one leg out straight now and your opposite arm overhead. So it's a nice cross body stretch that we're doing. And we'll bring the arm and leg in now. And take the other arm and leg away from each other. Stretching across the body, just point your toes, stretch through your fingers. And we'll take both arms overhead and both legs out straight now. Really stretching the abdominals, toes are pointed, fingers stretched out. And then relax, well done. Okay, so we're going to move into side lying now. I'm actually going to stop the video here and I'm going to start a new video to take us into side lying. Okay, see you in a bit.